Look his face.
Yeah.
He's dangerous.
He's special.
You can like.
The guy is special. Everything that could possibly be special about this guy is special. A guy like this is the type of guy that you love to watch and follow. The most special guy that I've ever come across.
Hello and welcome back to the Pen and Record Sports Show presented by Prospect Apparel. Today we are joined by Cage Titans featherweight about to make his pro debut, Andrew Valdina. How you doing, man?
What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Now, in your last fight, obviously it didn't go your way. In your last amateur fight, did the result in any way push your decision to go pro?
I don't think the loss itself pushed the decision. If anything, if it was a win, that would have pushed me even further into wanting to go pro. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people, especially me at first, wanted to go pro off like a good dominant win. Like, oh yeah, now I'm ready. But I think instead I talked to my coach, Joe Lauzon, and after that loss, it was just one simple mistake that I made. And you know, I that's the level I brought myself into the amateur ranks, where one little mistake can change the tide of a whole entire fight. You know what I mean? So Joe said, listen, I know it was one mistake. We'll correct it in the gym, but you're ready. I know you're ready for pros. So he actually gave me a cool pep talk. And this is really what got me going into the pros was he sent me his own Tapology account. He said, scroll on down to the amateur ranks of my own Tapology. So I went on Joe's Tapology, and it said like he was 4-3 as well as an amateur before he hit pro, and now he's a UFC Hall of Famer, legend, So it was cool that he showed me that.
And how beneficial is it to have a guy like Joe Lauzon, who's been in there with the best of the best, in your corner, just always there when you need him?
It's huge. I think a lot of people in the only people I can speak of is people in the regional scene that I've seen different coaches and stuff like that. And they're all great and dandy, right? But I think something that a lot of different gyms are missing is having someone with that much veteran experience, that much expertise in the sport, like Joe Lauzon. And it's huge. It helps all of us at the gym. Camaraderie, it gets us pumped up seeing him get ready for his own fights in the UFC. And, it just keeps us all motivated in line.
And I believe your fight was officially announced, your pro debut, on October 29th against, I believe his name is Rob Fuller. Seems to be a killer be killed kind of guy. Where do you see your advantages in this fight?
I see the advantages everywhere. I think from stand up to ground game and everything in between, I think any opening that I find, I'll take, and I'll be able to get the job done. He's a tough dude. Like you said, kill or be killed. He's going to come in there, and if you take him lightly, he will kill you. So I'm definitely taking this guy, Rob Fuller, 100% serious, and I'm ready to run through him, though.
And what's your prediction? Are you looking to get an early, quick finish, or are you okay with it going the full 15 minutes?
I'm okay with the full 15 minutes, of course, but I truly believe it's going to get done in one. And a lot of people at the gym are saying like, oh, you got to finish it fast. You got to blah, blah, blah. But one of my head coaches these days, this guy, Pete Luciani, helps with a lot of the striking work. He made a good point. I don't think it should be, how fast can I get this job done? I'm thinking, how long can I make this job last? I think I want to really embrace the debut coming up, and just really showcase all my skills. I think my skills will get the job done early, but if not, it's going to be a good clinic for everyone to watch,
And how soon after this fight in October would you like to get back in there? Would you like to get back in there before the end of the year, or are you looking early beginning of the year?
So when I was an amateur, I was taking fights every other month or so, you know what I mean? Because I just love the sport. I felt I was able to do it. My body was in check and all that. Now as a pro, I'm kind of giving the reins a little bit more to Joe Lauzon to tell me like whether I'm good to go in the next card or not. If it was up to me though, and everything went according to plan on October 29th, I heard there's some rumors of like a December Cage Titans card. So that'd be pretty cool to cap 2-0 at the end of the year. But whatever Joe says, if Joe says, go for it, I'll do it. But if not, then I'll wait till 2023.
And I believe your teammate, Dan Walsh, Only Dan's, is also fighting that card. How do you see his fight going?
No, I think I would have saw a good finish by Dan, but he actually just got pulled out of the fight.
He just got pulled out. I literally released an interview with him last week about it. What happened?
I'm not sure exactly what the reason was. I think he just might have a lot on his plate at the moment. He's got a job. He's an EMT.
Yeah, he's a nursing student, right?
Yeah, so I think it might just be like a big, loaded plate for him to deal with. So I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. So him being off the card, is there any of your other teammates fighting as a card? Shane Wellman or anything?
No, Shane Wellman's also going to take this card off, but we do have Pat Kilbride.
Yeah.
He's a pro out of Lauzon's, and he took a lot of time off, and this is the comeback fight for him. So I'm so pumped for Pat. He's a really good teammate. And Marty Navis as well. This is his comeback fight as well. So we're looking to go 3-0 October 29th.
And what about Tyler? I've been talking to him a lot. He's talking about potentially having a fight. Is that any closer to happening?
I wish, dude. I'd love for Tyler's my boy. You know what I mean? I actually live with him. I'd like for him to fight him the same night, but he also couldn't get a fight. I don't think anybody wanted to fight him.
Yeah, his jiu-jitsu is ridiculous. Watching him in the gym when I was there was insane. He was just doing everyone, just ragdolling everyone.
My God, it's crazy. It's like when he's in the gym and doing jiu-jitsu, everyone else is like an elementary school painter, and this guy's Picasso. Are you kidding me? So it is something to see.
Yeah, I got a picture. I'll send it to you after the interview. And I took a picture. I was trying to take pictures for Dan, but he was sparring with Tyler, and the picture is him leg sweeping Dan Walsh. It's like perfect as the legs hitting the leg to sweep him. It's ridiculous.
If I show that to Tyler, his head's gonna blow up. So
I think I sent it to Dan. I can't remember if I sent it to Tyler or not. I'll send it to you, and you can show Tyler for sure.
All right, please do. I want to see it.
And coming soon for the UFC, there's a massive pay-per-view in Abu Dhabi. Are you watching?
Oh, of course I'm watching. I can't wait. That's a stacked card.
Well, let's get into some predictions. How do you see Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev going?
Listen. Everybody always counts out Oliveira, right? Tale as old as time, but not me. I'm not counting him out anymore. And I got Oliveira getting. I want to say a Dars.
A Dars?
I'm gonna go with Dars.
Is there any chance we see a blonde Valdina?
Oh my God, it's so funny you say that. I was this close. So like I on my third MMA fight as an amateur, I took like a year off because of COVID and a bunch of other bullshit. But once I came back, I was really, really debating on bleach blonde in my entire head.
I think you should, and bring back the mullet. Bring back the mullet and then bleach it. I think it would look perfect.
Oh, that'd be some look right there. I don't know.
I think that should be your next look. Now moving on to Algeman Sterling versus Tj Doisha. That's gonna be a great fight. How do you see that one panning out?
I think Aljo's really good. I think he's better than a lot of people, dubbed him as. But and a lot of people are kind of like snubbing TJ a little bit. But when he came back and fought, what the hell is the tall dude there? Sandhagen. I thought he looked friggin' good. I mean, Sandhagen's a tough dude for a comeback fight too. So I got Dillashaw. I got Dillashaw winning that one. I'll go Dillashaw unanimous.
Unanimous. And Pyor Yan versus Sean O'Malley. It's one of the fights that was like, really? Why is that being made? And it's also one that I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one too. As much as everyone likes to say like Sean O'Malley's kind of a clown, this and that, like I'm actually a fan of him. I think he's fun to watch.
Me too.
He's got a good personality on him and stuff. And I'm a fan of Pyor Yan, even though he's like the opposite with no personality almost, but he's got such a good skill set that's so dominant, right? So I think smart money says, Pyor Yan's going to get the job done and all that, but I wouldn't count Sean O'Malley out. He's tricky. He's got good hands, good feints. He throws like a million feints to set everything up. So I would like to see Sean O'Malley get the job done, but I think Yan's going to finish TKO round 2.
Round 2 TKO for Pyor Yan. Now moving on, this next part of the show, it's like a quick fire thing. So there's short questions, some to do with fighting, some not to do. Exactly. Perfect. That I'm gonna have to put that with every single interview I do. Just that little clip of you shooting the finger guns. Perfect. Your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie?
Cinderella Man. It's I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a box.
No.
Box movies. Russell Crowe, and it's in the Great Depression. It's an unbelievable movie.
Favorite TV show?
The Office.
The Office. The American one or the British one?
Hey, I'm sorry, brother, but it's the American one.
The American ones, both are great. I've watched both. So, favorite fight of your career?
Of my career? That's so funny. Chris DiCarlo last week, or a few days ago, just asked me the same question. I like my fight against Randy Francis.
Yeah.
I predicted a second round knockout, and I knocked him out in the second round, like I said. So that was my definitely my favorite performance.
A favorite fight ever, just UFC boxing.
Favorite fight ever? Oh, maybe I like honestly, I like all of this. It sounds kind of lame, but I love all of Mickey Ward's fights, especially when he had those wars with what's his name there? No, we're not gonna go back. I want to give you an MMA fight. I'm gonna give you an MMA fight. My favorite fight. I know it's supposed to be rapid fire, but I
No,
hate
it's all good. You can think for sure.
picking favorites, dude.
You have maybe a top three, like few that you like?
I was gonna say McGregor Diaz too, but that sounds so lame because everybody always says that.
It's a great fight. My personal one right now is Cheeto versus Rob Font. I think that was just a ridiculous fight.
That was insane. Rob was nailing him, but Cheeto had so much damaging shots when
I
he
mean,
threw it.
that hook kick he landed right to the chin was insane.
Yeah.
And it was on at like 3 a.m. here. I had to try my hardest not to scream where I live in Germany.
Honestly, though, like not favorite fight in particular, but for fighters, I'm not even trying to be biased, but all these New England guys, they always bring the heat. So I love watching Calvin and Rob go out there. They're so
Calvin
fun
and Rob are a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
how do you see Calvin's fight going with Arnold Allen?
That's crazy, dude. Can we just give credit to Calvin really quick? He just steps up to the plate at all times.
He fights everyone and anyone.
It's insane. It's insane. And he doesn't care about like if someone's at a lower rank. He's like, whatever, dude. No one's stepping up. I'm gonna step up and get the job done. And I love it, you know. But I got Calvin. I got Calvin winning in that one. I'll go. I think he can get it done in the first, but I like to see it go down three rounds. But I think Calvin gets it done in the first.
Calvin gets it done in the first. Now, moving on with the quick fire. Do you have a favorite video game? Do you play a lot of video games at all?
I love video. I'm a nerd. I like Skyrim. I don't know if you know what that is. But,
I have it. Yeah, I enjoy it. It was my big brother's favorite game for a while.
Oh yeah, I could play that for the rest of my life, and I'll be content.
You should play with Robert Whitaker. You know, he's a massive Skyrim guy.
Oh yeah, dude, Robert. That just gave me like fan points when I saw that he loves Bethesda that much, like the company that makes it. I love that.
Did you see he has a character in the game?
Yes, it's a mod. You can use him as a follower. I almost downloaded it the other day. Actually, it's hilarious.
Dream vacation spot.
I'd like to go to Sicily in Italy.
Yeah.
My last name Valdina. It's actually a small village in Sicily, so I really need to visit there. So I think that's my spot.
A dream place to have a fight. Obviously, the Memorial Hall is amazing, but is there anywhere else that you'd love to have a fight at some point?
Obviously, there's like I'd love to fight in Boston TD Garden. That'd be sick to fight in like my home state. But MSG, I feel like that's such like a memorial type place to have these huge fights in history. You know what I mean? So I'd love to fight at MSG.
And just to close out, if you want to shout out any social medias, sponsors, merchandise, any social medias or anything.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me that platform. I actually I got these shirts I want to shout out really quick. I'm coming out with them.
Oh man, those are amazing.
Oh yeah. I got one coming your way. What size are you?
I'm a large, man. I'm a large.
All right, large. But these shirts I just came out with, hot off the press. And
That's
there's only
great.
a few left, but these are the companies I just want to shout out really quick.
Yep.
Into Action Recovery. My family founded it. It's a 12-step program to help those who are suffering with addiction. Lauzon MMA, shout out to everybody that helps me out there, from teammates to coaches, Pete Luciani, Joe Lauzon, Tyler Manan, we were just talking about him. He helps me with jiu-jitsu. There's too many people to name, but U.S. Golden Pawn, that's out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Invisaware, to go into that really quick, basically, it's a company where you'll have a piece of jewelry like this, right? And say your phone's dead or something like that, and you see some spooky guy coming out of a bar at 2 a.m. with you or something, and you don't feel right. You just press this button inside, like hidden inside the jewelry, and emergency services will come as soon as they can. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
Party Time Rental, that's out of Southern New Hampshire, is my family's business. It's for party tent rentals, so tables, tents, chairs. So reach out to them. Pete the Job Guy, McNeil Landscaping and Drake at Mass, Define Fitness in Drake at Mass, Kayla Frazier, that's out of she just moved, but basically Southern New Hampshire again. She does graphic design work. Caged in Podcast with Chris DiCarlo.
He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, fortunate enough to have him sponsor me. I was really happy about that. He's a great guy, and he gets out great podcasts like yourself. So check him out. Jennifer's Jewelers, that's also out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Patty's Ale House, it's in Drake at Mass. I'll be hitting there after my performance on October 29th. So you see me at Patty's Ale House, I'll buy you a beer. Get Right Nutrition, that's my place I go to after workouts. They have great protein shakes to help with recovery and stuff like that. And that's out of Drake at Mass. And then finally, Kelsey Sheehan Photography. And she does great wedding photos. Limited availability for 2022, though, I saw. But 2023, she's a lot of openings. And check her out. But there's actually one more. Face Off Fight Co. That's like one of my newer sponsors. And basically, their biggest mission statement is like giving back to the fighters. They really want to help those fighters out, especially in the local scene. And they have great merch, rash guard, shorts, stuff like that. So definitely reach out. And you can find all of these companies in the link on any of my social media in my bio. And
social media wise, are you the same on everything, or what's your social medias?
That's a good point. So Instagram, my full name, Andrew Valdina. Facebook, Andrew Valdina. Twitter's Andrew_Valdina. And I think my TikTok is Andrew Valdina. So it's all pretty straightforward.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show, and good luck October 29th.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. It was fun being on here.
This episode of the Pedman Core Sports Show was brought to you by Prospect Apparel. This clothing brand is amazing. It is ran by UFC featherweight Nathaniel Wood and his friend, business partner, and fitness enthusiast, Andrew Mays. I can't recommend these clothes enough. I recommend them to everyone. They're flexible and comfortable, perfect for working out and going to the gym, but also amazing for everyday use. Can't recommend them enough, and they give me a discount code to give to you guys. If you use code 25DEAL, you will get 25% off all orders. Not just one order like a first time thing. No. It is every single order you make, 25DEAL. You can use that 25% off. Enjoy.